Hi, it's Carolyn and Michelle, aka LA Triathlete and Fuel My Run. And we're going off course.
Hello. I thought you were wearing it. You said you were going to wear an ugly sweater. That's a t-shirt.
I was sweating.
That
it's a new t-shirt. Pinnacles National Park. Ever heard of it?
Oh my God. Ayo. Okay, I actually want to ask you about that. But
Don't even don't set me loose in a fucking national park gift shop. Don't set me loose. I will spend.
Don't set me loose in a national park because I'll get lost.
That's true. You'll get lost, and then we'll get found, and then we'll go to the gift shop, and I'll drop like a G on just like stickers, t-shirts, fucking. I've been putting
stickers,
little pins. I love stickers. We have like a sticker board. I used to have a sticker water bottle, but then it's like too full of stickers now. And then I have pins on the back of my hiking bag for all like they're really cute, but like they kind of weigh a lot. And I'm like, I'm just like adding weight to my backpack. But anyway,
that does that up. Also, at least you use your stickers. Like I'm the kind of person that's like, I love that sticker. I buy it, and then I'm like, where do I put this? And then it like ends up in a drawer, and I don't know what to do.
I will say I always did. I buy like two. I'll buy like two stickers I like, and then the backup always ends up in a drawer. But we've got this like
$1,000.
Jordan's. It's like a glass. Like I don't know what it is. I guess you're supposed to write on it with like a marker, like a board thing, a glass, just like square board in the kitchen. And we've never written anything on it. And then I was like, this is blank, and we don't use it for anything, so let's put stickers on it.
That's
and it's
cute.
Like almost full. So I'm like, now I have to get a second one, and then just like all the walls, just stickers.
Do you guys have a chore? This is random because Dov and I. So here's the thing: we're clean. That's not even true. Like I like to say I'm clean, but I'm messy. But I'm like I'm average, clean, messy. But you guys, no, you guys are clean and
Jordan's clean.
Not messy. Okay. Well, we're getting to the point where I'm just like, we need a chore board or sheet.
That's a good idea.
I'm like, Dov, we need to make it. And Dov's like, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, we'll do it later. And we keep on pushing the chore board. The chore board is becoming a chore. But I'm like, we got to do it. Like, we have to be adults at this point.
That is a good idea. I think we just like, I think I've talked about this on the podcast, but like I feel like on the weekend we'll just like pick like an hour. We'll just like go for it. But the problem is like when Jordan wants to clean is never when I'll be like home from a 20-hour run. He's like, let's go, and I'm like, I mean, you can do your chores, and I can do mine when I'm not tired. But we have our own like I clean I actually just cleaned the bathroom. It was disgusting, but I like clean the bathroom like once a week, and it's a very small bathroom, so but he's like very into cleaning.
Still
the floors.
High effort.
It's high effort. And then he loves to like vacuum and like use our fancy like mop Swiffer thing. And then I dust. And it is dusty as shit. I think we talked about this too.
You guys, at least you have one, like Dov will do the kitchen usually at the end of the night.
I hate the kitchen. Yeah, Jordan does the kitchen at the end of the night too, because I cook. Because I would way rather cook. And then he cleans the dishes, and then he'll like wipe and he gets mad because like we have really nice pans that we got from the wedding, but they're not like big enough. So sometimes when I cook, stuff falls out onto the stovetop, and it's like it's a gas one. So you just lift the grate up.
Tell me you're an endurance athlete. You're like, the pans aren't big enough for my food.
The pans are not big enough. This is true. Everyone else is like, the pans are big enough. But it's like a conspiracy theory he has against me. He's like, you're making it dirty on purpose, so I have more
That's
to clean.
What Dov
I'm
says.
like, Jordan,
goes, why do you cook like that? And I'm like,
you try cooking, bitch.
And then, I hate when I'm like at the end of cooking, he's like, do you just like not clean while you cook? I'm like, I'm cleaning the entire time, putting things away, but it's not going to be perfect. Do you want the food to be cold?
And also like Dov and Jordan.
Dov. Yeah. Boys,
let's just like Jordan's the same way. Let's just not. How about you and I just stop cleaning up after ourselves, and then you can see how messy it can be.
Yeah, exactly.
I put shit away. Like also like he'll clean up like it's bedtime, and that's when Jordan's cleaning up the dishes, which is fine. But it's like stuff like if I don't put it in the fridge, it'll just sit out for hours, and I'm like, yeah, you can't do that because I'm afraid of food things.
Yeah, you can't have something sitting out. Dog left the salsa out all night, and I'm like, that's supposed to go in the fridge, right? Wait, did I tell you this? The first, I don't think I did. When I first started dating him, we each lived in our own apartments, and I like stayed over at his place one night, and I woke up and he was like taking a shower or something, and I saw eggs just on the counter.
Yeah.
But it's a French thing. Like in France, you just leave eggs out of the fridge, and I was just like, oh my God, that's the most French thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That is very French.
I was just like, hey, your eggs are probably a lot better in France, but you're going to want to put them in the fridge.
That's the thing. I know. It's like, to other countries, I'm like, I think you can do that. But like here, I'm like, I don't know about that.
I'm like, I don't know if I trust our eggs, even if
I don't know
they're
what
$1 billion.
they're doing with these chickens. No.
Also, just to address, this is borderline illegal, but I am recording post-run without a shower.
You look great. Thank you for
put on some lipstick.
Michelle and I had a very hectic. We were going to record another day, and then I had things pop up, and then it was the whole thing, and I was like, last minute, like, can you record today? And then she's like, yeah,
hell yeah.
After one, maybe if I'm back. And I'm like, oh my God, let's go. So we're squeezing this in. I've got a manicure.
What time's did you get it already?
No, it's in a couple hours. I got time. It's not till
Wait, how much are they grown out? I feel like you just got those before the race. I
get really I get the ick. I hate long nails. I need them
grow out?
Short as fuck. So they're like, but they're chrome, so the chrome's chipping, and they're just like, they grow really fast.
Wait,
they're just too long.
Did I get a manicure after you?
Oh, when you're gel chipped.
Yeah,
I think it was after. I think it was just like a couple days after. Do you want to see what they look
like now?
Yes, let me see.
Are you ready for a shell shock?
I'm scared. Show me. Did you cut them?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, it's all gone.
I peel. I peeled most of them off. I can't do gel. I am a savage nail human. I don't know what happened. It's anxiety related, I'm sure.
That's fair.
Or stress. I'm just like, chick, chick, chick. I'm not sure. It's something, but I'm a picker. How do you not pick them?
What happens, I hate when, okay, so you know when you like, the gel starts coming off and then it like gets getting caught in your hair. You know what I mean? Where it's, I don't want to talk about it, but like I can't, that's why I don't like to pick it, because it starts happening. But the problem is once I start picking it, I have to peel all of it off. And
like
that really
every single nail or
off.
just
yeah,
the
I'm
full
like,
nail?
I need all the polish off. If one nail's gone, it's all got to be gone. And my nails, I don't know if they're like thin, but like when I peel the nail polish off, they are fucked up. Like,
you know what's messed up
and
too?
Like,
oh no, yeah, they're so shredded. But I have to film a brand deal today, and I have to
put some gloves on.
Yeah,
like
it's like it's like a look.
Yeah, like a white like driving glove that they. I'm talking like a leather like
a Cinderella.
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
The elbow. A driving glove.
Is that what they call them in like I think in like the 60s, like the fancy people would wear driving gloves. I hear it. Look, now you got me curious. I'm like, is this even
driving
a thing
gloves?
Yeah,
this sounds like an accessory
gloves
that you would buy at a gift shop.
I think
they're like, but we needed the driving gloves.
You know where I think I saw them? You know the show with the Hear Me Out guys, the British guys. They wore driving gloves in one of the episodes. Okay. Oh my God, they are a thing.
Oh, your old men that you like?
Yeah, my old men.
The three of them.
Because
your lineup.
That's not the
Shut
camera.
up.
There we go.
Shut
They're
up.
Yeah.
Honestly?
They're like a thing. Honestly, kind of.
Imagine. I'm just like, so I wanted to wear driving gloves. They're like, you're going to have to refilm this. And I'm like, okay, shit.
Can you say what the deal is? Or is it like a secret?
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's this like, I posted a little like sneak preview, but it's a kombucha brewing system called Brewsta.
I knew it. I saw it on your stories
cool.
And I was like, that's sick.
You know what? No one guessed what it was. But basically it's brewing outside. It has to brew for 6 days. It's like brewing beer.
Damn.
Not like we've ever brewed beer. Actually,
right.
My ex used to brew beer.
Jordan.
Yeah, I have to.
It wasn't good. Well, I got him like a gift.
What did you do?
It was like a gift set.
Was it was like a pale ale or like a lager?
It was like a lager,
was
I think.
Good?
And I think I was too scared to drink it. Really? I was like, this is going to make me go blind or something. He drank it. It was fine. But
oh my God. Wow. That just gave me a memory. That was like 2012, 2013.
That was so 2013. Yeah.
In Long Beach.
Yeah.
We would get like a kit and it was like an IPA kit. Yeah. Anyway. So this is kombucha.
Do you have what's it called? The slimy disc? The
SCOBY.
Do you have that?
So this is kind of cool because I used to actually brew kombucha myself, which like you get the SCOBY in the mail and it's like a little like gooey. Yeah. Oh, but it molded because I didn't have the temperature regulation down. Oh, this is why this thing is so cool. If like you like kombucha,
you're selling me.
Yeah, and you drink it a lot.
You're such a good influencer.
Not to sound salesy, but it brews 28-ounce servings. So that's kind of a lot. I know.
Okay.
Especially if you buy kombucha a lot, it's probably worth it. But then you have to, it's like a subscription thing. Or I don't know. I don't think you have to do the subscription, but
Yeah.
basically you don't have to buy the SCOBY nasty looking gooey thing, which like freaks my mom out.
appealing.
My mom has never had kombucha. She's like, ew. And I'm like, Mom, come on.
Just don't think about it. Just drink it, you know?
Don't think about it. Just drink
good.
it. It makes my gut feel good.
Can you do flavors in it?
Yeah. So there's like, you can add flavors after. I did the original brew where you can like doctor it up after, put a little like syrup, some like, some like lemon or ginger, whatever the hell. But it's out of the fridge for 4 days. I actually just got a text from the app. It told me to put it in the fridge. That's what I have to film. I have to film like picking it up and putting it in the fridge.
Okay.
Maybe I'll film in
this. It's a process.
Post run, got to do this. I know. I got to clean out my fridge now.
Yeah,
my fridge is so.
It's probably big, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not too big. Surprisingly,
Okay, that's good.
like it's
but you are
gonna
showing.
Fit, but I want to show like
fridge,
a clean fridge. Like
I've been there.
My fridges gross me out.
Same. I mean, Jordan cleans it. I don't clean it. He cleans it like quarterly. Not that it gets that gross, but there'll be like a jelly that like there's like a ring. I can't. Or like little vegetable leaves that have like found their way out of the bag into the bottom of the drawer, and they've just like how long is that
dusty?
Yeah, it's like probably been there for months. I don't even know. Yeah, no, our fridge is never. Have you seen those TikToks with like the overconsumption? Like
clean my fridge with me.
Yeah, or it'll be like restock my fridge, and it's like the overconsumption core kind of TikToks, and like they just like film themselves, and it's like the most aesthetic refrigerator, and they're fucking huge, but they pour things out of containers, and so they'll have like a gallon of milk and like orange juice, whatever, and then they take it and pour it from the container it comes in into like an aesthetic like glass container, and I'm like, that shit's gonna expire so much faster now.
I considered buying good looking things to store stuff for, and then I was like, this is gonna, all the money I'm gonna make from this is gonna go into buying aesthetic bowls.
So you're gonna be they have like these egg ones too, the TikTok people, it'll be like a literal
they're really
egg carton.
cute.
But it's like
they're cute.
It's the same thing as the carton that the eggs come in.
But it looks better. It really does. I want it,
but
I want to be that person.
Really? I don't. No one looks inside the fridge except me and Jordan.
But it's gross. We hate fridges.
It is gross.
See,
you know what?
When I'm rich, I want to hire someone to do that for me.
Is this a business? Should we start this business where we
are
organizing rich people? Oh, you don't like fridges. That's true. That's other people.
I don't like anything organizational.
No. Jordan could do it. He loves cleaning. That'll be his job. He'll start his fridge organizing business. My fridge is also just very, very small. So it's like not even worth it. But maybe when I'm rich too and have a large refrigerator / freezer, our freezer is like 1 foot by 1 foot. And that's like half of it's
do you want to
freeze
something?
Maker.
Okay, that's the only thing you're going to freeze.
Yeah. Sorry about it. Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow.
So fridges are disgusting. Oh, my friend Emily is starting an organizing business. I think I'll hire her. Eventually.
Have her also branch out to fridges. This could be a business.
I can't with fridges. I actually have a question for you.
What?
I thought of this because I feel like it'd be a deal breaker for you, but for me, it's like not a big deal. Okay. So red flag or deal breaker. I'm just gonna say he, but it could be anyone. Okay. When he swims in a pool, I'm not gonna say this correct. When he swims in a pool, he doesn't do a flip turn. He stops with his hand and then he kicks off.
That gives me the ick a little bit. See, I don't want to say too much. Okay. I don't want to throw too much shade because people listening, there's probably like new triathletes who are like just learning to swim and that don't know how to do a flip turn.
You swim your whole life. Like that's like
I know. It is kind of funny.
You
at
do
the
flip
pool.
turns in a
bathtub.
I
can do them
everywhere.
Bathtub.
You do them in the pool. You do them in the bed.
I don't listen. If you don't know how to do a flip turn, that is totally fine. They aren't. I learned when I was like 3. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not.
You flip turned before you walked.
I was flip turning in the fucking womb. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously it's something that you have to learn. And again, I always say this, I cannot imagine learning how to swim as an adult, even just getting the actual technique of swimming down. And then the flip turn comes last. But it is funny when I'm at the pool and I'll see someone in the lane next to me. And like, okay, there are dudes. And there's a guy who listens to the podcast who swims at my pool, but he doesn't do this. He's cool. We like him. But I'm sure this happens to him too. But like people will get in the lane next to you. Like it's always dudes. It's never women. I don't know why. And they like low-key try to race you. And you can tell because I'm going to make a reel about this. But like you're swimming along at your pace and then they're in their lane and you're like catching them because they're like just going slower than you. And as soon as you start swimming next to them, they like pick it up. And I'm like, oh, you want to play it like that, huh? And then I'm like, let's fucking go. And then
at the end of the day, you're the one racing them and they probably aren't.
So the real idea, I have to like make this. I'm going to like put it out there and then I'm gonna have to make it so like no one else steals it. But it was going to be like me getting annoyed by the guy in the next lane trying to race me while I try to race him. Because I feel like that's such a relatable experience. Because I'm just like, why is this fucking guy 100%. Trying to race me? But I'm like,
I mean, the same with running
him.
Too. It's like so in your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're like,
I do that all the time.
Same,
with
especially like intervals too. Like when you have to slow down during an interval.
So awkward.
Oh God.
Actually, this just happened to me on a run the other day. I was running with Napa, and Napa, like it's always a fartlek. It's always a fartlek with this dog. Sometimes she wants to do a tempo run, and I'm like, okay, cool, we can pick it up for like a longer period of time. But she's a fartlek girl. That's what we have to do. And she sometimes dictates, and I know I should probably, friends gonna be like, you need to control your dog. I'm like, whatever. She wants to run a certain way, I'll let her go that way. You know what? Let her live her life, and I'll drop her off.
We're all just living one life. Yeah.
I don't know why I need disclaimers, but she wanted to do this like out and back. She's really specific with her routes. Like she really mixes it up. She doesn't have like most dogs like do a loop around the block.
Oh yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
She does like, she wants to do certain things. I'm like, sure. So she wanted to do this out and back, and she got to the out, and this guy turned to come like where we're about to turn around and do a U-turn. I was like, fuck. Because it's like so awkward when like somebody starts running and then you start running at the same time. So I was like, okay, we'll go slow. Because he looked like he was going kind of fast. I was like, we'll just go kind of slow and he'll go away and it'll be fine. And then I realized we're running the exact same pace.
Oh no.
And we're only like, he's only 10 feet ahead of me. And he didn't have headphones
hear you
in,
breathing.
So I'm like, exactly. You heard Napa doing her
You're like trying to hold your breath. Oh my God, that's so
I'm just
awkward.
Like,
I hate
so
that.
What would you do in that scenario?
I would probably just like stop and stretch. I've totally done that before where that's happened and I'm like, this is too awkward. And I'll just like pull over and then just be like, I'm going to stretch these gams and then let him get, just because like, not because I'm annoyed that he's near me, just annoyed that like, I feel bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel bad that I'm on his ass, but if it's the other way around and I'm in the front and someone's right behind me, that's annoying. So if someone's right behind me while I'm running, then I'll also pull over and just be like, go, please get away from me. Especially like, I don't know. Like, are you chasing me or?
Yeah,
probably not.
This is a safety concern.
It is.
But it gets more complicated because I have to be home for something work related. And I turn around. I'm like, okay, we'll just go the other way home.
Yeah.
Napa's like, hell no, mom. She like stops on all like fours and like, she like a dead body weight. She's like, absolutely not. We're going that way. And I'm like, okay, well, Napa, we got to pick it up then. Like we have to go fast. So when I want to go fast, she's looking at me. I say, go Napa, go. And when I say that, that's like, she like picks up her, her cadence and we go faster. So I'm like, go Napa, go Napa, go. So we go faster. The guy then starts to race me. And I'm just no. I'm trying to make this less awkward.
And you can tell because you picked up your pace. So you can tell he's like, oh my God.
And so he's picking up the pace. I'm picking up the pace. So I drop back. He drops back. And I'm like, okay, now this is on you, bro. Like I'm trying to help both of us out. And then I finally was like, you know what? I just got to kick it into gear. Like we're going fast. And then we picked it up. We passed him. And I could tell he was a little mad about it. But then again, maybe I'm making this all up in my head. Maybe he was just doing his thing, didn't even know.
No, he was mad. We're all the same. We're all living the same life.
I'm just kidding. We just
maybe he's the
all
guy.
This up.
He's the guy who dropped the Morton gel, though. Maybe.
And he knows I picked it up. He went back to get it.
He saw you. He's like, that fucking bitch.
I still haven't eaten that one yet. I'm still scared it's going to kill me.
That's fair. Yeah. I
mean, I will eat it. I'll eat it tomorrow. I might actually do my long run, my 20 tomorrow instead of Saturday.
Oh, exotic.
I know. Friday long runs are so exotic.
That is. Or Monday. I've done Monday before. That's crazy.
Monday ones, I'm like, I get anxious because I'm like, I missed the entire weekend and now I have to do it on Monday.
And then you're like,
Thursday's
Strava
crazy.
Weekly miles are all thrown off because.
Oh, exactly.
Like you didn't do your long run during that week. You did it during Monday. And then it's just like carries to the next week. So then one week's really low. And then the next week's too high. Yeah, I can't do that.
It makes me so bad. It looks like, oh, did you get injured that week? It's like, no, sorry. I just had to push a run.
How far did you run today? And then also how much is it supposed to snow this weekend? I have so many
Like, I know how to
questions.
calculate snow volume.
Don't they tell you that in the app? They'll be like 6 to 8 inches expected. Or is it different in Canada? Yeah, they do.
I feel like it's such a weather channel. Like, my dad's like, it snowed 8 inches. I'm like, I literally don't know what that means. I still don't know. They probably measure it in like millimeters or centimeters.
Fucking
or
Canada.
meters here.
Meters,
But
maybe.
I did
Kilometers.
just like a comfortable 6 miles today. Actually, a 5.94 because Napa
sounds good.
just decided she was done.
That's okay.
It hurts my brain. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then, tomorrow I might just do another easy run. But if I can wake up early before work, we're doing the 20, you know?
Is it supposed to snow both days?
It will only snow Saturday.
Okay.
Which
it could still be on the ground on Sunday, but also that's disgusting that it's almost April and snowing. Ew.
You don't
in
have to
Canada.
tell me twice. Should be
I feel
illegal,
bad.
right?
I like complained to you about the weather.
What is it, like
today. I'm
80 degrees today? I heard someone's like,
no, it's like
so
in the
hot.
50s. No, it's
Oh.
cold. No, it was nice
back
all
up and
week.
down.
It was like summer. It was fucking Monday was like 90. I was like, this is heaven.
What?
And then I thought it was like, I'm telling you, I think I said this in a voice memo. I don't, if you're going to listen to it later and be like, Carolyn, you already said this. But like, they can't predict the weather here in the spring. They're always like, it'll be so nice all week. And then like, it'll randomly be like cloudy because this marine layer comes in that they don't know about. And then it's like 55 for like 4 days
I always
in a row.
feel about like that in LA. I'm just like, do
It's
you even
weird.
know?
I don't think they know. And then you look at the like hourly. Like yesterday, I was gonna go I went for a bike ride in the evening and I was cold, but I'll like look and it'll be like, it's mostly sunny. And I'm like, the fuck it is. The fuck it is. I
It's
see
like
no sun.
mostly sunny with a slight chance of cloudiness and a sprinkle. It's like you just gave all of the weather.
Yeah. Snow
options.
too. All of them. Yeah. They keep it
All of them.
vague.
Hail.
Anyway, I feel bad.
There's a
complaining,
new
though.
weather thing I learned living here.
Tell me. Sleet?
You would know. Yeah, sleet. It was like, it's going to be sleeting. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sleet's
Excuse
gross.
me?
That's gross.
What is it
And
again?
So I don't know the difference between sleet and freezing rain. Always forget that one. They might be like the same. So hail is like balls
Freezing
of
rain.
ice that get
I
big.
love hail. I think
Hail is like
hail's cool.
thunderstorms, and that's like because the updrafts in the clouds are so strong during a severe thunderstorm that it just keeps taking the water up into like the atmosphere, and it gets colder and colder. So like the more severe the storm is, the more it's like staying up there, and that's why the hail gets bigger. And then sleet and freezing rain. I think sleet might be just like a little bit colder than freezing rain, but it's just
Sounds
like
trendier.
it like makes the ground icy, which is it's not fun because like snow is at least pretty and like fluffy. It's like sleet's just gross.
And you can
then-
run on. You can't run on sleet.
No, and then like in Ohio, I'm sure this happens in Canada too. But like it would snow sometimes, and then sleet on top of it, and
Oh,
so it was
no.
just like this thick, chunky layer like on top of the snow. So it was like hard to walk on it, and you're like, I can't even play or sled or build a snowman with this shit. It's aggressive. Sorry.
I can't imagine
Anyway.
being a kid with the snow.
It was lit. I will tell you. Snow days,
It was
get out of
actually-
here.
I bet it would be kind of cool.
And there's like different kinds of snow. Like depends on how. If it was like 33 and snowing, like the snow got really wet, and that's how you build a snowman. It like packs really well. You just like roll it, and it just like forms into a ball. Oh God,
I've never made a
the best
snowman.
days.
I think.
You're
Actually, no, that's
gonna-
not true. I haven't Big Bear before.
Now's your time. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it has
Also,
to be
for
like
the record,
perfect.
I finished the expired noon.
Good, and you're still alive, and you
And
drank it
I'm
normal.
here to talk about it.
You weren't.
I just caught myself in the camera taking a sip, and I was like, that looked really bad. I'm going to have to
it?
play
Oh, I didn't
around with that part of the editing. But anyway, so, okay, guys, because the reason why we're moving around our recording dates and playing around with it is that Carolyn, which we've talked about before, but she is going on a trip.
I'm going on a trip, guys. Going to
Going on a
motherfucking
trip.
Mallorca.
Mallorca, Spain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan's like, I don't even know where
Dom
that
gets
is.
mad at me. He's like, oh, you don't know where anything is in the world. I'm like,
I'm like,
It's
I
like
know
you're
where all the
such an
states
American.
are. Does Dob know where all the states are?
Dov is like surprisingly good with the states.
Ah, well, never mind.
Americans just don't know anything. Like even
No,
with
that's
the
true.
schooling that we had, like I feel like I'm pretty educated. I'm like, dang,
Yeah, the
I
globe.
didn't know that.
You go out
We
to
need
like
to be more
Europe.
global.
There's just a lot of countries in Europe. I think that's, and I'm like, I
Yeah, but we have a
think
lot of states.
We do. That is actually very true. But yeah, Mallorca is an island in the Mediterranean Sea, south of Spain. I thought it was gonna be really hot
Paint
there.
a picture for us. Is it
Paint a
not?
picture. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's gonna be so hot. I was like, I'm gonna bring my swimsuit. I'm gonna be playing in the ocean. And then I looked and it's like colder than it is here. It's like highs of 59. I'm like, oh. And then I was like texting the
Good
girl
for
who's
riding
going,
though, no?
No, it'll be perfect. And like there's not gonna be that much time to like play in the ocean. But the girl from London who I'm like friends with who's going, it was like, oh, it's like a beautiful UK summer. And I'm like, that sounds disgusting. I'm glad I don't live in the UK if the summers are only 59 degrees. I think that like the suns are going to be really strong. So I feel like even though it'll be in the 60s, it'll feel hotter than it is. I was reading some forums because I was like, I don't know what to pack. And everyone's like, well, during the day, it's actually
Reddit.
warm enough to go sunbathing. Because like in LA, when you go to the beach, when it's kind of cold, it's cold. It's like windy. Like I can only go to the beach here if it's above like 75. You know what I mean?
But if there's no wind, and
it does get
sun,
hot.
You can lay out.
So I think Mallorca might be like that, but I am going with Zwift. So by the time this podcast comes out, I will be on an aeroplane. Yeah, no.
On an aero. What airline?
Okay, I'm really confused. So I booked a flight. So Zwift. Okay, so this is like I guess technically a brand trip for. There's people going. So it's called the Zwift Community Live. People could pay, buy a ticket, and go. And I actually know a guy who lives in LA. I'm friends with who's going, who bought a ticket. So I'm very excited because he's fun. But yeah, it was like I forget how much it was, like $1,200 maybe, and you get like the hotel, you know, food, rides, all that. But you had to like buy your own flight too on top of it. And then for me, so Zwift was like gave us kind of like a gift card for the flight. It was like $2,000, and then so they're like, you don't get to keep. Jordan's like, do you get to keep the rest of it? And I was like, no. And so I was like, let me book a flight that's, I don't know, I don't know. I just found the flight that was the best. So I go LAX to Heathrow, and then Heathrow to Mallorca, and the first flight is on. It's booked through Iberia Airways, but the first flight is American Airlines. And I guess they're partnered, but then I was like trying to check in. Like I had to buy my seat through American, but then I was like trying to check in on American. I don't even know. And they're like, we don't have a flight with that number. And it was actually Iberia. And then I went to like check in or whatever. And it was, which I can't even check in yet, but I was just like fucking around in the app. And it was like, you actually have to check in through Vuelting. And I was like, what is that? So anyway,
I've never seen that. Wait, so you're flying out of LAX, obviously.
Yeah.
Right?
So apparently I'm on American Airlines.
What terminal is that? Okay.
It's the Tom Brady International.
Yes. So that's Terminal B.
Yes, it's like that weird one. I like it though. I like it.
It's weird that
it's
they're all numbers and then it's like Terminal B. And I'm
yeah.
like, okay.
You're like, okay, where's
sure.
A? A's just the rest
Who
of
is
it.
Tom Bradley?
Tom Bradley. I said Tom Brady. Oh my God. They named an airport after
Did you
Tom
say
Brady.
Tom Brady?
I think I did.
That's
Tom
so badass. But who is Tom Bradley?
Isn't that what the Orange County Airport's named after too?
No, that's no, the Orange County is
I thought
John
it was
Wayne.
John Wayne. Who the fuck is John Wayne? Actually,
John Wayne is like
Gacy?
the famous actor, no?
Oh yeah. John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer? They named it after him.
That's you know what? Let's like settle this right now. No, yeah, John Wayne is like in all the westerns, and he had a house in Newport Beach. Tom Bradley is he's a lawyer and former mayor of Los Angeles.
Okay,
good to know.
That's cool.
Okay. Tom, go off with your
hop off, King. Your whole wing at the LAX.
Get it?
Shut up. So
goals.
That is goals. Yeah, then I land in Heathrow, and then I think I just fly regular Iberia Airways, and then when I come back, I think I'm on Vuelting.
Regular Iberia Airlines.
It's just regular. And then I'm back on Vuelting, which I looked it up, and it was like, this is kind of a low budget. And I'm like, I thought I was paying for regular. I thought I maxed it out as much as I could. I didn't want to go over the 2,000, but I was like,
yeah, of course.
I'm going back to Spain on Delta in May for my friend's wedding. I had to buy that flight myself, but it was 15. I was like, go on Delta because I have miles. I'm like, Delta's a nice fucking airline, and I was like, the flights were like $1,600, so I was cheaper than this flight. So I don't know, but maybe it's because I'm going to like Mallorca. But anyway, I'll let you know how. I'm most concerned about the food on the airplane because on Emirates the food was so fucking good.
Oh, I bet. I heard that.
Mad.
I don't know from who. Maybe an influencer. I'm sure it's going to be good.
It'll be good. Yeah. I kind of like plain. There's nothing else to do. I'm like,
you like
give
plain
me that meal. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it, but sometimes I'm underwhelmed. Well, everyone's like, duh, no crap.
Right.
No crap.
Right.
I'm trying to cuss less. No crab. No shoot.
No shoot, guys.
Gosh dang it.
I think
What do you want?
I was
wait,
very.
So you you don't bring food on the flight?
I mean, I'll bring like snacks, but I just felt like when we flew to, so we went to Dubai when we went to Africa, like our first flight landed in Dubai. So that's like a 15-hour flight. And like I was like full. I was like bloated because they'd give you like a meal and then a big snack and then another meal. And I'm like still full from the other meal. And it was just great. But I think I flew American on the way back from, I can't remember if it was American or United. On the way back from Australia when I went, and we got little ice creams, like a little cup of ice cream. So I'm like, please, I hope that's American.
You just want the ice cream.
I just bought this flight.
You can't sleep on flights, right? Based on our last conversations.
So when I went to Dubai, that flight was at night, I think, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. And so Jordan bought these like weird over-the-counter sleeping from CVS, these like sleeping pills. And I took one, and I was
why were they weird?
Faded because they were like over the counter, but they were fucking insane. Like I take melatonin,
sleep aid, and it's like
it was
literally gonna knock you out. Yeah,
I was dead, and I bought this neck pillow, which is amazing. It like straps you in so your head can't fall forward. You're like strapped onto the seat.
I've seen those.
So I was like locked in. I had my wine. I like washed my little sleeping pill down with my wine, and I was like. I slept for like 6 hours.
6 hours like that. You're like, I slept a couple hours. No, you should definitely do that because then
I probably will.
How long are you going to be there for again?
A week. So I leave 1:30 on Tuesday, which is kind of weird because the first flight's 10 hours, which is all during the day. You know what I mean? So like 1:30 in LA.
So you want to be like, oh no,
so I'll be landing at like sleep. 11 p.m. LA time. So it's like not even really nighttime. So it's gonna be really hard for me to sleep on that first 10-hour flight. Then I'm in Heathrow for like a couple hours. And then I land in Mallorca at 1 on Wednesday.
PM.
So I'm gonna be all fucked up. So I'm just missing a whole night of sleep. Yeah, 1 p.m. So then when I land though, there's nothing going on. So I like land, I can just like go to the hotel and like chill, which will be so nice.
You should be awake though. You should definitely be awake.
From not sleeping. Yeah.
No,
one.
No, you should definitely stay awake until evening.
I will.
Until an appropriate
and then just have
time.
like a sick night of sleep. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Drink a coffee and just like explore.
That's kind of the plan. And I think I could you could bring your bike or rent a bike there. And so I'm like, that's too much work to bring I would love to bring my own bike, but I'm like, I don't want to stress out about it. So I'm just, and I can rent it for free. I'm like, why the fuck would I not rent a bike? And so I think I could pick it up Wednesday.
Not like a cruiser, right?
No, like a road bike, like a nice ass road bike.
I mean, it'll be fine. You get like a cruiser with a speed.
It's like a Zwift bike. You're actually not riding anywhere. You're just staying put.
You check out like the local bikes, like pay quarters to,
Yeah, right. That's actually what I'm getting. But yeah, I was like, maybe I can cruise around Wednesday, and then maybe just like go. I don't know, just explore, go to the beach, whatever, and then go to bed at like the normal. I usually adapt to like the what's it called, like jet lag pretty easily. So you're right, I'll just stay up, and then
can't relate.
By the time if I just like go to sleep at the normal time and then get like a full 8, then I'm like on the new schedule. But like when I came back from Africa, it was hard.
Antarctica?
Jordan went there.
Thailand. No,
Thailand. I wish. It was like kind of a little weird. Like I kept waking up way too early. But anyway, it's just a week. So I land on Wednesday, and then Thursday is like the unofficial, like not really start date. Like people will be getting there, and they're having like unofficial, like self-guided shakeout bike rides, but you can still kind of do whatever you want. And then like
oh my God.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are all like big rides. And then I come back.
Oh my God. So you're doing big rides 3 days in a row.
Big rides. Like the
define a big ride, like a 100.
So
miles?
I could pick, they had options.
Sorry.
There's like a little survey. A century. No centuries. Which is surprising. But they had 3 options each day. So like a longer one, a medium, and a short. And like they list this, like, where the rides are going to be. So obviously I was like Googling the places, and I was like, fuck, so I'm doing I picked all the super long ones. So the first 2 days.
Super long.
72 miles, but a lot of climbing.
Oh.
So like 6,000 to 8,000 feet of climbing. So that's a lot of, like, I'll be a little tired. I haven't been riding as much because I've been training for the marathon. And then on Sunday, those aren't like mountain rides. They're more to like different cities.
Ooh.
And so I might do. You can switch. You don't have to do the rides you pick. You can do whatever. You can switch if you want. Obviously, they're not gonna like hold you to that. So I was like, maybe I'll do the short ride that day and try to get in a long run because I'm still gonna like try to run when I'm there, but like when.
Do you know anyone who could be running that you'd run with?
Yeah, the girl from UK is training for the London Marathon.
Okay, so who's a girl from the UK? What's her name?
Chrissy.
You're like, she doesn't want to be known.
I was like, yeah, she doesn't want to be identified.
Is she an influencer?
Yeah, so her and her friend, I can't remember her username. Hold on. She shout out. She doesn't even know she's getting shouted out right now. So
shout out.
It's kind of cute. So her name's Chrissy, and her friend Frances have an Instagram account together.
Wait, cute.
And it's called FCC Cycling, or no, FC Cycling.
FC.
And they just take like cute pictures together on their little adventures and like have all these videos. And I'm like,
hey, technically we have an Instagram together going.
I know.
That's
what I was thinking. I was like, we're just as cute.
How do you spell cycling? Just kidding. I have it.
It's f.c.cycling.
Oh, cool. Oh my God.
She said
fun.
she hasn't. She's like, I haven't.
They're
been
so
riding
cute.
Much. I know.
Everyone's probably saying the same thing. Like, oh my God, like, what if I can't keep, I haven't been writing, you know?
Everyone's worried.
Everyone's probably going to crush it. Wow, you're going to make so many, this is going to be so fun. I wonder, like, what the food and drink situation is going to be about. Like,
so
are you going to drink good wine? Is it going to be delicious?
They said, I think that they like, so it's like a community event. So I think that every day the dinners are like, I mean, obviously everything's paid for, but like
I follow them.
It's all in the hotel, I think. So I'm hoping it's good, like different and like kind of cultural, like tapas or something. I'm like, hopefully it's not just like pizza. I think it'll be good.
No,
but I'd like to, eat the food of the culture and not just eat. But it's like a hotel in Spain, so I'm sure it'll be.
I can't believe you're staying at a hotel in Spain for a brand trip where you're literally going to eat, ride, and just like
what a fucking dream. And the hotel is so fucking nice. I don't know if I should say what it is though, because if the podcast someone wants to like stalk me, I don't know. Because
they'd have to fly all the way to Mallorca. They can't figure out those airlines.
Well, what if they're in Mallorca? What if they live there?
Oh, well then you'll post about it while you're there. You know?
Yeah, it's fine. And it's a really nice hotel though. It's like a resort on the fucking beach. And I was like, oh my God, I should go swimming. But the water temperature is like 59 degrees there because the air is not that warm. So I'm like, 59 is fucking cold. And I'm like, do I want to pack
that was hot or cold?
That's so cold.
I was gonna be like, that's so warm.
That's like the water temperature at like Oceanside, and everyone's like, which is in a couple weeks. Actually,
and Oceanside is a hard course.
It is
based on our last podcast.
It is a hard course. But yeah, everyone's like, it's so cold. Like my feet are so cold, my head's so cold, and that's like the same that Mallorca is gonna be. And I'm like, do I bring my wetsuit? But it weighs like 10 pounds, so maybe not.
A wetsuit weighs 10 pounds.
It's heavy. It's like thick.
Are you kidding?
They're like rubber. It probably doesn't weigh 10 pounds. It's probably like 2 pounds.
I've never really thought about that.
And
does that slow down your time in Ironman swimming?
I don't think so. It actually makes you faster because it like
that's so funny because I would think
it doesn't really make me faster because I don't like wetsuits because you can't feel because they go down your arms, right? They like I mean I guess you can get ones without sleeves, but you can't feel the water as well. So I feel like the people who aren't as strong at swimming, it kind of gives them more of an advantage. And if you're a good, stronger like swimmer, then yeah, it's like less of a benefit. You know what I mean?
So I need like a wetsuit that's like thick as fuck.
Just to, like sweating
help
in
me
it.
float and
like
actually
super hot.
help me swim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be doing flip turns in the ocean. Let's be honest. Just kidding. Everything I just said was so incorrect and I did it on purpose.
No, it's fine. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So 3 big rides, but you're there for a week. So what do you do the other days?
So I get there. Well, technically I leave Tuesday from here. I get there Wednesday and then the Thursday's kind of just chilling. I guess you can ride. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I rides. And then I leave Monday.
Can you check out the city and the sites?
So I guess I'm gone. Wait, when do I come back? Did I come back Tuesday? No, I guess I do come back Monday. So it's not even a full week.
I mean, it's still a long trip though. Ish.
Oh yeah. I leave Monday morning, which is so trippy because you're going back in time. And so I leave Monday morning. I land in I think Barcelona, and then I have an 8-hour layover, which is crazy, and then fly back to LA.
Where?
And I land
in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Wait,
like, do I leave the airport?
You have to do something. Yeah, of course.
6 hour. I think maybe 6 hour layover. I might.
Either
I'm
or,
like,
you should.
I was like, maybe I'll go for my long run in Barcelona, but I'm also like, what would I do with all my luggage?
I always think about that. And that's a good point. Maybe you should reach out to the like people of Instagram, be like, my Barcelona fam.
Yeah, maybe. And I'll be all sweaty for the flight back. I'll figure it out. I know I might, but I'll be back in Barcelona in a month.
Oh my God, that's true.
Yeah.
You and your traveling life.
I know. This is so new. I feel like
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I like never, I mean, I've been to obviously went to Africa and stuff last year, but I feel like that's not like, you see these people that are just fucking all over the world all the time.
And you're going by yourself.
That's cool. I am going by myself.
Which is like an experience.
She's like, don't invite people back up to your hotel room. I'm like, why would I do that? I'm going to be in bed by like 8.
No, you're going to have
so
like,
tired.
there's a ton of girls. Like, I feel like, you know, Zwift is going to make it super cool and you're going to make a lot of friends. And
oh, yeah.
you'll just like
I know
do
people
like
that are going.
cute stuff.
It'll be so cute.
Probably get some like swag.
Oh, probably.
Jordan will love that.
He's going to love it. And then I'm trying to think of like, I was like, you know, people are so good at just carrying on, like just bringing a carry-on. And like Africa, I thought I did, but then the airlines had very strict requirements. Like Emirates, you could only bring like one little backpack. So I had to check my bag, even though it was carry-on size.
You're joking.
But for this trip, I'm like, I'm just going to bring my whole fucking like check bag, right? Like I need my helmet, my bike shoes.
Can
and
you
all
do
this
laundry?
Stuff. I probably won't need to.
Oh, well, if you bring enough outfits, I guess, or enough kits.
Oh, yeah. I'm bringing enough kits. I'm not repeating kits. But the kits are small, but still, I'm like, I don't think that I could pack for a whole week international in one little bag.
I mean, you're really not. You probably could. Depends how much effort you want to put into like doing it perfectly.
That's the other thing.
Because you really don't need that many shoes. You need your running shoes. You need your bike. What do you call them? Cleats?
That's true. Cycling shoes, flip flops, maybe like a cute shoe.
Are they not called cleats?
They're called cleats.
Thank God.
Like cycling cleats? Is that what they're called?
I don't know. You like flip flops, maybe.
Yeah,
some oofs. Oofos.
But it's gonna be so cold there. Need like jackets and stuff. It's gonna be fucking freezing.
I know. I know. In my head, I'm like, well, you obviously are gonna wear dresses and like nothing.
I think so. I don't know. They're like, it's casual, and I was like, well, I kind of want to bring cute. Like, I don't know what to wear. They're like, they keep saying it's just so casual, and I'm like, okay, but like, are other people bringing? Like, I don't want to be showing up to dinner every night looking like a schlump. Like, are people wearing dresses? I don't want to overdress.
You have cute outfits though. I feel like you need to plan. This is what you should do. You should plan like your outfits for each day.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? And then you have it dialed in.
Like dresses. Like I could just do a dress and like a jean jacket or something.
Exactly.
It could be like a cash, super cash and like jean shorts, something.
Super cash. Exactly.
Super cash. Yeah.
And whatever you don't have, you can buy is what everyone says when you travel.
I like that. Except
but if
medicine.
you don't have, you can buy. Except for I always forget like very key things that I'm not going to buy. You know the worst thing I lost at an airport?
What?
I'm so mad about this. I don't know if I ever told you. So I bought a Dyson. I was like, I was in a treat yourself. Like I had a brand deal and I was like, you know what? My hair is so brittle. We talk about that all the time. I'm going to get a Dyson with like all the attachments, right?
Mm-hmm.
I lost every single attachment other than 2 of them that I never used.
How?
I don't know. I think it fell out of my carry-on like bag when I was like, I put it under the seat and I think like my little bag inside of it fell out. That's the only thing I can think of. Or it's at TSA or something.
That's sad.
And
some TSA agent kept it.
Literally. Like, the value is like $400 or $500 for all the pieces I lost.
Did you still have the Dyson?
I have the main Dyson thing and I have 2 attachments that I use. But I don't like these attachments and I can't do my hair cute anymore. And I'm just, so if anyone has any Dyson attachments I can buy, let me know. Because I reached out to Dyson and they're like, we can give you 10% off. And I'm like, I can find a 10% off coupon online.
Oh, yeah. You could.
Anyways.
That's crazy.
I'm sad.
Damn. That is sad.
Anyway.
Jordan's mom. I don't know if I've told this story in the podcast. You can stop me if I have. But she related kind of, but her fingers swell when she flies. And so she took her wedding ring off. Her like giant engagement ring and like wedding band, and just like put it in her bag. And then she got off the plane, literally was just standing right in the gate and like checked her bag and it wasn't in there. So she thinks it like fell out. And so she's like, can I just run back into the plane? And they're like, no, it's against the rules. And then they act like they didn't find it. But like someone definitely found it and just kept it.
She never got it back.
Shitty. No, she never got it back.
Every time I go, Napa looks at me like, what? She never got it back.
She loves the
that
drama.
Sucks.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Oh my god. So
there's this one company that's like when you take off your ring, you put it on something, and it's supposed to help.
I've seen that.
What is it? Like on a necklace or
thing?
like a? It's like
what is?
Oh,
that?
it's a case.
Yeah, like on a keychain or something. I've seen that.
Yeah, on a keychain. It's like so simple, but so like Anyway,
I probably won't even bring my rings.
Yeah, are you gonna do? A little like rubber
silicone? Because I don't ride with them anyway, and I'm like,
it will help you
really
swim.
Worth it? Yeah, it's not worth it to. I don't know. I always get scared.
Lose a ring.
I like barely wear them because I'm like so scared. They're insured, like if anything happened, but I'm like,
maybe. Well, depends. Do you swell when you bike?
No, but you're just not supposed to. Remember, you can deglove your finger.
Oh yeah, the whole degloving. Like I almost degloved my Steve Campbell.
Yes,
Steve Campbell's. Wait,
Jeffrey Campbell's.
Who's Steve Campbell?
Who's Steve?
He probably has a terminal at an airport somewhere.
He probably does. But yeah, I guess my fingers do swell though when I exercise a lot. Right? Like I just
mine are kind of swollen right now. I have like, I don't want to say I have chody fingers, but I kind of have chody fingers. My sister has like the longest, skinniest fingers.
I have really long. Like longer, like my fingers are longer than Jordan's.
Put our hands next to each other.
Yeah. Look at these hands, guys.
Wow.
My toes are really long too.
Wow.
Like gross.
It must
like kind of
affect
creepy.
your shoe
like,
purchasing. No.
But my feet are still pretty small. Anyway.
What size shoe do you wear? Should we share that on the podcast? 9.5?
Well, I got my feet analyzed at like Fleet Feet. They like have that thing you stand on, it like measures. And my left foot was a 7.5 and my right foot was an 8.5. And I'm 5'11". That is a tiny fucking foot. I have terrible balance.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have a size difference with your, do you have to buy different size shoes?
No. The only thing, I don't really notice it. The only time so I wear a 9.5 just because, your feet also swell when you run and everything. On the right foot, after like the marathon, my longest toe is my middle toe, which is gross. Ew. And that toenail gets
middle
fucked.
toe?
Yeah, the longest is the
middle. Is that normal?
I don't think so. I think usually it's just the big toe, but
my toes are longest.
No,
my toes are weird.
I guess
too.
that's also normal, but I feel like that toenail gets a little bit fucked up because it probably just like hits the end of the foot a little bit more than like the left foot. So
we'll have to look at our toenails the next time we're together in person.
We'll post.
And for the viewers, we will not be making a video out of this.
Sorry, guys. You fucking wish.
You can imagine our long ass toes. Okay, so we're gonna play a quick game of Never Have I. Sorry, it's all coming to me now. We were gonna play Never Have I Ever, but now I'm like, I understand the game now. It's like when you put fingers up and you go down.
Yeah, so if you've done the thing, you have to put a finger down.
Oh, this is so fun.
I know, isn't it?
Okay, we'll see if it works. Because I've done randomly a lot of marathons because I just got obsessed. And I had a hard time thinking of things I haven't done. Because I'm just kind of like, but I thought of some stuff. And I know I can get you.
I think you can get me. And I think I only thought of like one, but you're right. You might, we came up with this like last night. And then I didn't know we were recording today. So I didn't really think hard. But
But I think it's going to come to you. So never have I ever eaten anything other than pizza or pasta pre-race for the dinner.
Ever
before a marathon.
Oh, I've definitely.
Which I'm actually kind of double check. Before like
would this count for any
marathon.
race? Oh, full marathon. I don't know if I can put a finger down because my other marathons were so long ago. I don't remember what I ate.
I know now. I feel like I'm making that up. I'm like, come on, you probably had something else once, but I don't think I have. I'm pretty like, I will go to a restaurant in the town that I'm racing or make pasta at home or pizza or both.
You know what? I might not be able to put a finger down because I think. Okay, that's not true. I know for like triathlons, I've definitely had other things, but like for strictly big races, I think we went. There's this. I do this triathlon in San Diego, and we go to this Italian restaurant before, the same one every time, and I do get like pasta or whatever, but I think I get calamari, which I guess is a little risky because it's fried.
Okay, well, that doesn't count. I think I've had calamari before a race too, like a couple bites, but like it's not like you're getting a big bowl of calamari and that's all.
That's true.
Right?
Or maybe.
I don't know.
No. I think I would agree.
Calamari sounds fucking good right now.
So good.
I love calamari. I don't think you know when actually you've been with Jordan for so long, but like I've had a few different boyfriends that have been like more longer term, and each one has like taste preferences that they're just very like intense about.
Yeah.
Especially Dov. Like when we're out to eat, I'll be like, oh, let's get the cauliflower. He'll be like, why would we spend money on that? And I'm like,
that's rude.
What?
Does he like calamari?
I don't think he likes calamari either.
French people.
You know how much bread I eat now? It's actually, I just had a bite of a baguette right before this. I was just like,
so
French. Ripped it off. I'm so French now.
I should just have baguettes laying around. It's good for the carb loading.
That's my house. They go bad though within 24 hours. So it is nice though. Get a fresh one every day.
Fresh bread. Yeah, that is nice.
Fresh bread.
That fresh ass bread.
Have you ever worn glitter to a race? Oh yeah, you have.
I did. The Lululemon 5K. I didn't wear it for the marathon. I thought about it and then I was like, this is gonna get disgusting. I thought about it hard, but no. Never have I ever pooped myself on a run.
Okay. That was a personal attack.
That was
based on the last episode.
Sorry,
how dare.
Sorry. Probably most of the people listening too.
I don't know. I've
come close.
Not many people have.
I've like
you really feel like some self-defeat.
There's been like 3 times where I've had like urgent, where I was like, I really have to find a bathroom. But again, I always run in places where there's bathrooms. And then like 2 of those 3 times, it was just a fart. And I was like, that's crazy. Because I thought I was going to shit my pants. And then the 3rd time I actually
It's so unfair when it's just like, why?
Like you're like, this was so dramatic. I'm like clenching cheeks, sweating. Like, I'm not going to make it. And then one of the times I actually did go. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
So like, there's a possibility.
Yeah. It was just, I don't know. It was like just a normal situation though, normal poop situation. So
no, can't really
feel very blessed in that.
Never have I ever had a normal poop situation. I'm just kidding.
Have you ever peed on a run?
Like in my pants?
Yeah. I haven't.
No.
Have I?
And I tried.
No.
I actually tried to.
Oh, I've tried too.
Me too. My pee was I was gonna say, oh my God, I have a new PR marathon. It's not my PR marathon anymore. But when I did LA, it was my PR for so freaking long.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy. I was actually thinking about it. Our finish times at LA were very close.
Really?
Because I ran, even though it was a different course, I ran a 3:34:11.
Oh my God.
I think.
Oh my God. And
so
I was like,
we're like
10 seconds faster than that.
No, like 20.
I was like
but like
3.
Less than a minute.
Oh.
How funny is that?
That's crazy. That is really funny. Oh my God, look at us. Anyway.
But I had to pee the entire race. Like I was in the corral. You know how you had to go in the corral like kind of early?
Yeah.
I had to pee when I was in the corral. And I was like, yo, let me just like hop in and out.
Like in the porta potty before at all?
Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes like I was saying last episode though, like you get in line
fully come out.
Oh yeah. Or you're nervous. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was, or something happened to where I was like, oh, I kind of have to pee. And once you get it in your head, you're like, your body's like, okay, we're going to manifest this pee and we're going to build a ton of it. Your bladder's screwed.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, you're going to have to go all the way to the back. And I'm like, that kind of sucks.
So it's like get through all those people.
Yeah. So I just stayed and I was like, you know what? Like if I actually, maybe I don't really have to pee, but if I pee, if I'm having a good race, I told myself like, just be okay with peeing your pants because honestly, like it's not that gross.
No, it's pee. People wouldn't even notice. Probably they just think that you're sweating.
It's sweat. Exactly. Unless it like you had asparagus the night before. But True. I made friends with a couple girls. This is such a good memory. And we all were like aiming for around the same pace. We're both all trying to BQ. And I just remember talking this out with them. They're like, yeah, just do it. Like, you got this. And we lost each other during the race. That has nothing to do with the story. But I just ended up holding it the entire race. And when I crossed the finish line, I was so excited about my PR and BQ. But I had to pee so badly that it like took away from it a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. I kind of had to pee this marathon too. Like, I like kind of thought about it at the beginning. And then I think it just kind of went away. But triathletes are like known
disintegrated.
just disintegrated. I like used up all of my body just sucked all the stuff out. I was like, we need this. But triathletes are known for like peeing on their bikes. It's like a joke because like, you're not gonna. It's like an Ironman is how long? And when I did my first Ironman, it was really, really, really cold and rainy. It was a shitty day, and that was my first Ironman, and it's a 112-mile bike ride, and I'm like taking in a lot of liquid because I mean, I'm doing an Ironman. Obviously, I need to take in a lot of liquid, but I wasn't sweating because it was so cold, and I had to pee so bad. I remember like I was like wet already. I was soaked from the rain, and I was going down a hill, and I was like, just pee. You're like, no one's gonna know you're peeing, first of all, because you're already wet. No one's around.
So encapsulated by this.
And I was just like, all right, just relax. And I couldn't do it. And so I was like, fuck, okay. And then the next, I think I was like, all right, just, it's fine. Like maybe when you see the but there's no porta potties because, I mean, there's aid stations, like maybe like 4 along the entire bike course. Cause I don't know. And so I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And I was at a mile 100, which is almost the end. But like 12 more miles is a lot of miles. Like you're like, oh, only 12.
When you really
like, no.
have to pee.
Oh, it was awful. So I remember I got into transition and I like, it hurt so bad. And I like, what did I do? I like I went to the changing tent because I was wearing like a full cycling kit. In a full Ironman, you can like change your whole outfit because it's so long. You want to be like comfortable. And so I changed into my like running clothes, which was like my one-piece tri-suit because I was like, I want to look like a triathlete in my pictures, whatever. And then I remembered I had to pee, and so I went to the porta potty to take everything back off. And
you
my
forgot
hands were,
you
like,
had to
ice.
pee when you were changing.
I forgot.
You're like, hold on,
and I had
photos.
I was like, hold on, and I was just like, my hands were so cold, I couldn't like take. That was tough. That was like the worst experience.
Did you
that I've
pee?
had with pee. Yeah. I peed and then was fine the rest of the race.
Was there
like,
in a bathroom or in like a bush?
in a porta potty? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like in
good.
transition. Yeah.
Okay, I have never even thought about the concept of an Ironman and peeing on the bike, but like you're on the bike for so many hours, you have to.
Most people do it, and like that's a joke. And so, and I like go to a bike shop or whatever. Like the mechanics are always like, we hate working on triathletes' bikes, mostly because they pee on them, but also because people just like triathletes are not known for like taking the best care of their, which I mean, same, but like just dirty bikes and.
Literally have never thought about this before.
Yeah,
it's blowing my mind. Also, I'm the kind of person like when I will pee in the ocean. Obviously, we know you pee in every pool that you've ever been in your entire life.
In the ocean.
Did that. Yeah. And the ocean. But like when I get to the ocean, it will be very obvious that I'm peeing because I will have like a very like I'm like standing still and
you're
I
like
also
determined
have, like, a think face and it's a determination. I'm also squatting a little bit. Everyone's like, is she pooping?
Because you have to get your like ass in the water.
Yeah, exactly. And I get like I can pee like behind a bush fright on a run, but I get stage fright in the ocean because I just feel like it's so vulnerable.
And like even in a pool, I can just do it. I'm like, no one's even paying attention to me, whatever. I don't do it while I'm swimming. I'm not that skilled, but yeah, in the ocean, it's like
in the ocean, you're like, you're peeing.
Everyone knows.
Why
what
else
you're
would
doing.
you be wading water like that?
Right. I'm like, you're suspicious. But like when I'm sitting on the beach, I'm not looking at anyone being like, oh, they're peeing. So I'm like, no one's looking at me.
Really?
But like maybe. Are you?
Sometimes.
You are? No, she's peeing. Damn.
Both of them.
I gotta be careful.
LOL. Yeah, I just have a really hard time with it. So I can't even imagine being on a bike. Oh, okay. I have another one.
Tell me.
Because this is pretty wild because I'm a salty sweater. I've never taken a salt pill.
Oh my God.
Or a salt tablet. I know.
Obviously have to put all of my fingers down for that one. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally. Isn't that funny?
It'll change your life. I don't know. If you're not cramping, it's probably fine.
About it. I've never cramped during a race, but I've cramped on training runs. So I know there's a possibility. But I'm also not practicing with electrolytes a lot of the time on training runs, and I take them during the race, which is like, I know, contradictory. Like you should practice what you like. Maybe like a couple like key training runs I will, but the ones that I don't, I will cramp. I don't know. I need to get my fueling a little bit more.
I love them. They're
like not the time to do it right before the race. Like, I need
girl.
to change my fueling.
Yeah.
When do you take it? When do you take a salt pill? Right before, in the middle?
During like the marathon, I just had it in my drink bottle. Mm-hmm. But during a half Ironman, I just like started this too because I was like I had a traumatic race in like 2022 and it was bad. But I bring like 2 packs of the salt stick. And it's nice because they're in the individual packets. I think there's like 10 little pills in there. And they're like edible, like chew them. And they like taste good. They're like flavored. But on the bike, I'll take them towards the end. Maybe not all 10, but I'll pop a few. And then when I get on the run, I'll pop a few more. And then if I start cramping at all, I'll eat a few more. But I just like, they're like my like emotional support salt. You know, it's just nice to know it's there.
I need to do
Just
the
in
math
case.
of how much sodium I'm actually getting though from like all the gel that
Yeah.
I'm taking,
Oh,
the
that's true.
electrolytes. You know what I mean? Because then I'm like,
It's probably a
I
lot.
got really scared because like when I first started racing, somebody told me that they overdosed
Oh my God,
on
what?
salt tablets
Oh.
and then they couldn't pee because their
I
body
guess
was
that's also
retaining
a
all the
thing.
water.
I will say okay, I did a really hot one of my 20 milers. It might have been the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It might have been. It might have been that Sunday. I think it was. It
You
was
had a lot of
really
stamina
hot
that day.
I was killing it, but I had on the 20-mile run, so it was really fucking hot. So I brought my vest that day, and so I had both bottles filled with so each of those packs are 1,000 grams of sodium. So or milligrams. I keep saying grams. Milligrams of sodium.
Yeah. Grams of sodium.
Milligrams in each one. And then I brought one extra pack with me, and I ended up using it. So I drank 3,000 milligrams of sodium. And I was fine. Like I peed and everything. I was so bloated for like 2 days. And I was like, I felt like so full. And I was like, why do I feel like this? And I was like, probably because I took in just a light 3,000 milligrams of sodium in like a couple hours.
But okay, even when I don't take a lot of sodium during long runs, I'm still bloated.
Same.
What
After
is-
the marathon, I was
like
bloated
water
for like 3
retention.
days. Yeah.
Your body's like, why are you trying to kill me? I'm going to hold
Yeah.
on to every single water that's inside of me and we're going to be bloated now because like you're literally trying to die. That's probably what our bodies think
Exactly.
when we do endurance like events. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's like, what the fuck?
are you trying to die? Or
Yeah. And I always think about like ultra marathoners too, because I'm like, that's even more crazy. You know, like Andy Glaze, and he's like running these 250-mile like every fucking week. And I'm like he posted about it on TikTok.
just like the math of eating is insane to me.
He's just like, yeah, like, I don't know, the people who do those like really, 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 really long, and they'll be like, I hallucinated. My body, it started shutting down. I went blind for the last 20 miles. It's like, what?
I almost died and then I decided like to stop. It's like, oh,
Good for you.
but I mean, like, I kind of get it. Like,
Yeah.
we kind of get it a little bit, you know?
Right.
Even though
That's true. I
I've
would still
always
do
wanted
it.
to do an ultra.
Same. I kind of do too.
Have I said this on the podcast?
I don't know.
Like when I was in 7th grade, I remember we would do the mile. It was like 2 laps or 2 or 3 laps, and it was a mile around like the school. And I remember being like, what if I just like kept doing the
going.
laps, kept
Forever.
going over and over and over
Yeah.
all day long. And like if I needed to stop, I would stop. And if I needed to eat something, I would eat something. But then I just kept on going.
That's an ultra.
And then I didn't
That's an
even
ultra.
realize that was like a thing. And that
You're
always
like in
sounded
7th
so
grade.
much fun to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this sounds super cool. But like, you know, no one related to that. Maybe I could have talked to the cross country kids. Maybe they would have been
That's
like,
true. They're probably all out there doing ultras. You know, I think my cat is licking his asshole right next to me, like right
yeah.
here.
Don't you hate
oh
the
my
smell
God.
right after the
Excuse
butt lick?
me. Sir? Okay, I'll let you. Okay.
Do you say
Anyway.
sir too? I always say ma'am.
Sir?
Like, ma'am? That's
Sir?
gross. Mom.
He's so cute though. Anyway,
Is
yeah,
he
I like always could never, I don't know. I'm like, I could never do an ultra. And then I don't know. Sometimes when I trail run, I'm like, I could do this. At least a 50K. I'm like, I could do a 50K.
Yeah, I mean,
now
50
50 miles,
You probably could. It's just training
Maybe.
for it, you know? It's just like getting
That's
the
a
body
lot.
ready.
but then like again, like these Andy Glazes and the Courtney DeWalters and the people who are doing like the ultra 250-mile, like
An ultra is an ultra. An
150.
ultra. You've already ran an ultra.
That's true.
26.5 is an ultra.
my Garmin did said it was
Get it
26.5,
right.
so technically I did an ultra marathon. But like, can you like if I ride my bike 250 miles in a whole week, ride my bike, I'm like, that is a big week of cycling. Imagine running it.
Dude,
I
you've done
barely
an
do that in a
Ironman.
year.
That's an ultra marathon.
I guess. God damn. Maybe one day. We did the aid station this year. You know the Angeles Crest 500, 100 AC 100. It's like an
No,
ultra
but
up
okay.
in the mountains in LA, the Angeles Crest or the
Oh, okay. Yeah.
in the
I
San
know what
Gabriel
you're talking
Mountains.
about. I thought you were talking
And-
about a cycling event.
Oh no, this is a 100-mile ultra marathon, and so we have
Yeah.
some friends who do an aid station up there, and so Jordan and we like drove up just to like hang out with them at the aid station, and like I think we were at mile 42. I think that's where the aid station was. And people were coming through. Some people were coming through fresh as fuck. Like some of these guys coming through were like some of the first ones, and they looked great. Better than I've ever looked on a run. Just like spry.
Yeah, better than I look on a
clean,
5 miler.
Just bouncing about. And then I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I want to see the people at the end. Like the back of the pack. That would be me just like walking and crying and being like, not even halfway. 100 miles.
It's so crazy though. Your brain plays tricks with you.
That's true.
Like if your endorphins are super high, you're just like, woohoo. And then 2
true.
minutes later, you could be like, I want to die.
Well, we can rap.
We can rap.
We
I
can
mean,
rap.
ultra marathons
Yo.
and taking salt. Even though I guess like salt tablets, electrolytes, salt sticks, they're all salt. They're all NA.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've
stable.
talked about this on the podcast. Maybe I did. I think I did. But when I took Gen Chem in college, I had to drop out of the course because I had a 32%. 32.
You just had a bad teacher. I'm sure you just had a bad teacher.
Did I talk about this on the episode? Sorry if I did. But yeah, I took one exam and I got 30. And it was just 4 exams. And that was your entire grade. And I got a 36. And then my mom's like, we'll get a tutor. And then I was like studying so hard with this tutor. And I'm like, let's go. And then I got a 28 on the next exam. And I was like,
I blame
I can't do it.
I don't blame you. I blame
He was
the
a
course.
dick. The professor sucked. But I also
Okay, well,
cannot
then-
mentally do like I can't do physics. I can't do chemistry. There is a disconnect. My
No,
brain
you
doesn't
can.
have that.
You can. It's all
I
the
can't.
teacher. I am like a sole believer on you could do anything if you have a good teacher. And we dedicate this episode to the teachers of
Yeah, shout out
the
to
world.
teachers. My brother, remember, he teaches French. So
Yes. Shout out. What's his
shout
name?
out. Brian
I should know your brother, Brian.
with an I.
Brian, this episode's to you. Oh, I pictured it as a Y. I don't know why. Oh, damn it.
You fucking, you really fucked this up. I'm just kidding. We were actually having a conversation.
Why would you, when you say Brian, like I would never assume it's a Y. When you say Brian with an I, that's like me saying Michelle with 2 L's.
That's
It's
true.
like,
You would
I shouldn't have
automatically
to
assume.
specify.
Yeah,
because
yeah, I know
the
what you
one
mean.
L is weird.
Like Brian with the I is the only right way. I'm sorry, Brian with the Y, if you're listening. Sorry. But yeah, Brian
if
with
you're
the I.
listening, let us know because you
your
just
name's wrong.
won. No, I'm just kidding.
It's like Caroline. What is that? You know, that's not right. It's Carolyn. Guys. Get it right. That's
Setting
like
the record
every
straight.
I will never get Carolyn like at Starbucks or anything. It's always Caroline. Every time I'm like, is that what I fucking
Carolyn's such
said?
a common name though. I don't understand
know.
that.
It's
Do
really,
you
really
think
hard.
our names are going to come back into style? Like Michelle and Carolyn, like kids are going to be named that now?
That's a good question. I will say
Like
I've noticed a
fresh
trend.
babies.
There's like I'm knowing a lot of people. I guess because I'm 31, so I guess that's what happens. But like everyone's having babies, and I'm seeing some exotic ass names. Well, Nicole named her baby Violet, which I love.
That's not
And then-
exotic.
I know that's not exotic. And then Arthur. So like my close friends are naming,
Arthur.
I know,
That's
so cute. Arthur.
Like old school names are coming back.
Old school Jamie, and then some like okay but then these like second tier just like so like friends people I'm friends with on social media. I'll send you some. I'm not gonna say them because I know they don't listen, but like
Yeah.
but like there are some people I know just through like Facebook and stuff that are having some babies with some crazy fucking names. Crazy names. There's been like 5 in the past
Like
few months,
gelatin.
and I'm like, pretty much. And I'm
Cerebral.
like, they're not even words. They just like made this up. And I've been
Genesis.
like sending them off to the family. I'm like, what is this?
Let's
And
try
then
to come
everyone
up
in my
with a baby name right now before we get off. That's like
Okay, yeah.
really random. Like, I think my middle name is actually going to come back in style. Helen.
What is it? It's cute. Helen.
It's like very like old.
You know which
Okay, what?
one? A boy's name that starts with an H that is coming back, and I really like it, is Henry, and then they go by Hank.
Cute.
Cute. I think that's cute.
Hank. Oh,
Hank.
wait. I think my friend's baby is. Wait, is it Hank?
Really?
No, my friend's brother's baby is named
Cute.
Bruce, and I thought that was hilarious.
That's my boss's name, Bruce.
I know Bruce is such
Bruce
like
is kinda- that's a
there's
funny-
no
not a baby.
named Bruce. You know,
Like he came out with a very strong jaw.
yeah,
That baby, like a beard.
He's gonna do
sure.
like
Baby
action
Bruce.
movies.
Definitely. That's actually crazy. A
Just,
baby
like,
named
very
Bruce.
serious.
It's like naming a baby Gary.
He came out going like this, like with his
Yeah.
hand on his face, like
He did.
in a contemplative
suspicious.
position. Okay,
Very
baby
much.
names that are random that we're gonna make up right now.
That's too hard. You're better at this than me.
I just talk and something comes out.
I know.
Litter death.
like
Ladder
that.
bird. Legalist.
That's perfect. That's one of the things that I'll see on Instagram from an people are just I'm telling you, they're making shit up. Like not even a word.
Speaking of baby names. Wait, did we do this?
What?
I'm pretty sure we did this in an episode. My friend, like, she kind of told me that I'm absolutely ridiculous, and I am. She was like, "Oh, I want to see my baby names." I'm like, "Oh my God, I have a baby list too," which I don't. But like, I made up a baby name, and I was like, I have to start a list because I kind of like it.
Okay. Well, don't like say any secret ones.
No, it's really bad. I only have one baby. It's like baby names. It's one name, and I don't even like it. So
one name on the list. You just have like a note in your notes app. It's just
literally. Wait, where is it?
I can talk about. Okay, so
do yours while I find it.
My mom is like obsessed with it. She just like one day, I think she had a dream that I named my baby this, and now she's fucking obsessed with it and keeps talking about it. And it's kind of cute, and I don't hate it. But then this really, really good professional triathlete, Holly Lawrence, had a baby with the same name, and so I'm like, fuck, if I have a baby and a girl,
do you know Holly? Do you know her?
Like we follow each other on Instagram.
You can take it.
So the name is Poppy.
Oh, cute.
Which I think is so cute. And I'm like, poppies are like pretty flowers, and it's a cute name, and it's kind of unique. And I think it's cute. But then Holly Lawrence named her baby Poppy and a tasty beverage. And I was like, damn it. I can't copy.
No, you can.
But that'll be like years from now. Like her baby's going to be like 20. So
anyway. Yeah.
Did you find your name?
So the notes app says kid's name, which isn't even grammatically correct. It just says kid's name. And I added one.
Okay. So
I added Wilson to the list.
I like that.
Wilson's a good guy name.
That is a good guy's name. Strong.
Whatever.
That's it?
I think Wilson can be like, oh no, the one that I made up, but I don't even like it. I don't.
What is it?
If
you're embarrassed, you have to.
No, am I ever embarrassed to share anything at this point? We just talked about pooping our pants.
That's true.
Drain. I don't know why I said it like that.
Drain. Like in the bathtub. How do you spell it?
Drain the drain. Jorane. Drain.
Oh, I like that. And it's not like
I don't.
Super weird. Like I'm telling you, I'll text you after this and tell you the names because I'm again.
Okay, please do. I think there's a play on Jordan. Jorane.
I like it. Jordan.
I hate it. No, it's kid's name. Jorane Wilson.
I'm gonna
delete this note.
Wilson's a great name too.
Wilson's solid.
Yeah.
Even for a girl. Wilson.
I know Wilson's cute for a girl. Like Wilson Phillips, the band.
Oh.
Are any of them named Wilson? Or is that just
I don't know that band, do I?
They sing someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. To them, baby, I wanna make you cry. Don't you know? Things will change. Things will go your way. If you I
feel like I only know that song because of
Bridesmaids.
Yeah, exactly.
And they perform at the end.
Someday somebody's gonna
turn around.
Wilson.
Fucking banger.
Anyways, comment and share your kids'
Sorry,
names.
guys.
Do you like Jorane? Let us know. You can take it. I won't be offended.
Everyone, literally there's gonna be a huge influx. Thousands of babies named Drain. Yeah, and then it's gonna be the hot new name all because of you.
And then we can pull this clip and go viral and say this is where it originated.
Hell yeah.
Well, I can't think of something less likely to happen, but
you never know. Also, real quick, I do apologize because the content on the gram is gonna be just Spain for like a week and like it's gonna be annoying.
It's gonna be it's gonna be awesome. We're so excited to follow your journey.
Thank you. Swift was like, and there was a meeting, and then they're like, here's some ideas of content you could post. Like there's not really a requirement, blah blah blah. And I was like, bitch, I'm posting 4 times a day, like 4 reels a day, like packing with me, come to the airport with me. It's gonna be so annoying. I hope.
It's not okay. Shut up. First of all, it's not annoying. We all want to follow this.
It's still related to cycling.
I want to know if you bring a carry-on. I want to know what the food is on the airline. We all need to know.
I'm gonna keep you guys so updated because I was like the honeymoon. I didn't want to post too much, but I was like that makes sense because it's like not really like fitness related. But I posted a little, but I was like at least this is cycling content, so it makes sense.
No, it's on brand. Also, do you want to see a really dramatic dog?
Yes.
She's watching the other dogs outside right now. She's watching the dogs in the dog park, and she's just like making me feel bad that she's not out there.
She knows what she's doing.
I know. She does this all day while I'm working. She's like.
She's longing.
Go out there.
longing for the
Like,
outside.
you know, if you're in that dog park, you would just be like starting a ruckus.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, if you guys can,
Yes.
more people gave us 5 stars on
Oh my
Spotify
God.
and Apple I saw. So thank you so much.
Thank you
It
guys.
really
Yeah,
means
rate
a lot.
us. We did get 1 star on Apple, so
And I know why. Someone's mad about certain conversation in a certain podcast. Just kidding.
Oh. I was like, oh, it's probably like my mom. She's like, I don't know how to rate this. And she's like a boomer. She's like, I don't know how many stars. I don't know.
1 star, bad parking.
That just means we have bad parking. That just means we have a hater, guys, which means that we're growing.
Oh,
But
wow.
anyway, if you could give
It's
us
a good
5
day for
stars,
us.
though, for real, that'd be nice.
That'd
And
be
then if
sick.
you have any topics you want us to discuss, email us at goingoffcoursepodcast@gmail.com.
Ayo.
Slide in the DMs on IG. Follow us on IG, Going Off Course Pod. We need to post more on there. We're getting a little better.
And subscribe on YouTube if you don't mind.
Oh my God,
We'll make
yeah.
the camera or the quality better soon, eventually.
Eventually. Yeah. And then eventually
see
we'll
us
film
now.
together again and it'll be very romantic. So
It's going to be so nice. And yeah, I'll be back in California in
Oh, yeah.
July. So we'll figure that out.
I'll be here.
We'll figure it.
Cannot wait. My birthday. We'll celebrate.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so
Yeah. Best month
I
of the
get
year.
really excited. I love birthdays. All right. See y'all.
Bye. See you next Tuesday.
Bye next Tuesday.